So Google is dead, and here are the reason why. Adrian Monax, world's best digital marketer. Of course, we're international, but everyone knows that the number of queries and the number of information that people are getting from the internet, it's not coming from Google, it's coming from TikTok, and now it's coming from YouTube. The reason is branding. It's because marketing has just gone viral with these platforms. See, when you go to Google, everyone knows that it's this lifeless, world-conquering machine, or at least it has been for the past 20 years. But what people are doing now is whenever they have a question of the best places to eat, or they have a question on the best places to go, or they just want any sort of information on how to, they go to TikTok. The reason is because there's an element of branding and there's an element of that personal angle. So when you go and you look up, how do I fix my car? You get a taste of what that person's life is like, and you get their specific viewpoint, their specific perspective, but more importantly, you are getting their story. Take a second and think about the last time you were at Google. First off, you didn't even really know exactly what you were looking for. So there's a bit of a disconnect with the results that you're already getting. But when you're at TikTok, you know what you're looking for because you kind of know the person that you want to engage with and you know the kind of videos that you're going to get. From there, you look at the specific marketing and you look at the specific branding of the person because it's usually one person or a user-generated piece of content. So when you're looking at these specific things, you're getting their view of the world, you're viewing the world through their lens, which gives you specific information that you really want to use more of. So what TikTok does, and everyone knows that this is why it's the viral engine and the interest graph as it is now, is because it's showing you the next piece of content automatically. You get the option to replay, but also what you get is you get the same information but from a different lens. Because this is what happened. The world and the society that we know, the people out here living their normal lives, they don't really have a solid frame of reference. People aren't out here on their mission as much as they are anymore. They're out here being driven by their base human desires. Things just above food, water, shelter, okay, which is comfort, which is basically just having them know that there's a place in the world. And they don't even really get that, so they have no idea what they're doing with their lives, so they want to live somebody else's. So what you need to keep in mind is as you're a marketer out here, or as you're a business owner building a specific brand, you need to give people something interesting to view the world through. Whether it's the lens of how you're going to operate your business, whether it's the filter of you as a content creator, but it needs to be a unique way of viewing the content because you're not the only one out here selling items in the adult niche. You're not the only one out here selling jewelry. You are one out of hundreds, thousands, or maybe even tens of thousands of identical business models. Every day there are, I'm going to put a number out there, there's 1,000 apps published to the Android Google Play Store. And how many of those are novel ideas that are going to change the world? Literally none of them. So any business that you have, anything that you want to sell, it comes down to marketing. And the basis of marketing is your brand. So something that gets lost specifically in the tech world is they don't focus on the brand, they focus on the technology. Everybody is out here looking at the world through their lens, but not giving that lens to the person who's consuming their content. In blockchain specifically, somebody is saying, look, it does this tech, and it uses these protocols, and this is the specific data or the specific technology that it's using. People don't care about that. They care about what can it do for me. So as the world's best digital marketer, I'm out here and I'm telling you what it can do for you. What it can do for your end users, the content that you're putting out, is giving them a feeling of excitement, of belonging, and being a part of your world. That's why when you meet someone incredible and charismatic like Steve Jobs, how do they think of all these things? It's because they have a unique view of the world and they're sharing that with you through their vision of the iPod. So to circle back, we want to look at the content that we're putting out there through the idea that TikTok and YouTube are taking over Google because Google has no soul, because it has no story behind it, because it has no identity. But when you go to YouTube, when you go to TikTok specifically, every single thing that the user is consuming, all the information that they're getting has a brand attached to it through these influencers and through these content creators. And because of that, people get a unique view of the world. When they have a unique view of the world, they get more emotionally engaged. They get pulled into a way of escaping where they currently are. And when they get that escape, they feel certain emotions that the content creator is feeling, and that is what drives sales, is emotion. So what you need to realize is that when you're putting your business out there, or when you're selling your products, it is never about the product. It is never about your business or the technology behind your business. It's about your consumer and their emotions. It's about your consumer and what they want to feel, either in the form of running away from pain or moving towards pleasure. So a lot of the business owners out here, the ones that I see are successful that work with me, they've gotten out of their own way and they are producing content that is about the current thought process of the end consumer, of the end customer, of the end user. It is about their current thought process, what is trending in their mind in society, and they give that to them, but they give it to them through the unique brand of their business, through the specific voice that they have. Now, if you don't have your voice, then you should come talk to me. If you don't know exactly what your business stands for, the morals, the ethics, the values, then you need to come talk to me and apply for our exclusive coaching. But all I want to leave you with is this idea that as a business, it is never about you, and as a business, it needs to be seen almost as a person. It needs to have its own contextual view of the world that is like a user on TikTok, that is like an influencer. Because you never want to be taking from the people that you work with or the people who are going to give you money. You want to be giving to them, and you want to be giving them a fresh perspective of the things that they already know, because they can look these things up on Google easy, maybe even get their answers quicker, but instead they're going to TikTok. And on TikTok, they get a unique perspective and they get to be a part of someone else's world. So keep up what you're doing, and we'll see you next time.